I'm actually a Colorado native. I grew up in Sterling, Colorado, which is just about 100 miles east of Fort Collins. And shortly after I graduated high school, I moved to Fort Collins, and that was, 20 years ago. So I've lived here since. So I started skating in the mid-'80s, so it's it's been just over 28 years now, so yeah, long time. So when I moved to Fort Collins, I had the opportunity to open a skateboard store in the 90s. So I ran that shop for 15 years, and I kind of got just a little jaded working in the skateboard industry, but I still wanted to work around skateboarding. So it was shortly after I closed my skate shop or sold it in 2011 that I decided I wanted to do something that was still in the realm of skateboarding, and that's when the idea for Launch kind of started to culminate. And it was around 2012 that we actually got our organization licensed as a 501c3 nonprofit. So. It was a little, I mean, you hear nonprofit and immediately you just think no money. And, to run, to start something from the ground up and with no history in nonprofits, it was a little scary. I had a lot of support from friends, and my wife was really supportive of the idea too. And so, but to get it started, we really did a lot of research on other nonprofits that were doing something similar, but there was never anything that was exactly like what Launch is. So that was kind of difficult because we had to come up with our own idea, which was also part of the fun. How are we who's gonna fund this? Is it feasible to run it? Is it a needed thing? Are we just, at first I was questioning whether I was just trying to create something that wasn't necessarily even a need, but. So yeah, it was kind of stressful in the beginning for sure. It still is. I think initially the idea was, let's start an organization that's skateboard focused. It's not using skateboarding to push any other agendas. It's just skateboarding is the reason that we do everything here. And so that was kind of the basic idea. And we have a skate park now, but when we first started, the idea was just to start doing some skateboard programming that had to do with, everything would revolve around skateboarding. So we do the skateboard building workshops. We do some skateboard camps for kids, and I have this collection of old skateboard memorabilia. I was let's build a museum. It's kind of something that we can share with everyone. And now it's 4 years later, we've kind of grown into more of what the role of Launch is, because the center itself is actually kind of a place for kids to hang out, and it's more of I think of it more as it's kind of like a youth center for skateboarders. It's like a place for kids to hang out. And so a lot of what we're doing now is kind of based on that idea. Yeah, so in 3 years we've grown from having just the skate park room to expanding to this room, and especially in the wintertime, we've seen a need to have more square footage for our skate park, and our lease is going to be up for renewal here, so we're actually looking to expand our skate park in the next year. So in the immediate future, we really do want to grow it to a bigger skate park. But as far as what we do as a whole, we mostly do stuff in Fort Collins and Loveland and a little bit in Windsor. But we'd love to grow geographically what we're doing and where we do it. So grow the amount of people we're impacting and grow our skate park. So I don't know. I mean, ideally, we'd love to have little Launch, centers all over the country, but until then we just got to grow it in Colorado first. There's several ways that people can get involved with Launch. Our skate park is run by volunteers a lot of the time, so a lot of the volunteers that are a little bit older that are really into skating will actually volunteer for a shift to keep the skate park open, which is a cool opportunity, but there's not a lot of shifts available for that. So that's one aspect. All of our programs, our skate camps, our workshops that we do, we always need help with those. There's people that just advocate for what we do, so there's volunteer opportunities there. Getting involved can be beyond just volunteering. I mean, everyone that's here today is getting involved in some aspect too, so just coming to skate. The skate park's open to the public whenever we're open. We've actually had people that are skateboarders propose ideas to us of stuff that we can do. So there's a lot of stuff that, you know, I think we're just starting to tap into what things we can offer through launch or how people can get involved with what we do. So.